Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks so much for watching us today. On our program is Jeff Hudgins, who is the VP of Marketing at NEI. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
So I thought we'd start off by just talking about who NEI is in the market.
So NEI is really an OEM services provider. We offer a broad range of services for OEMs and ISVs in verticals such as telecom, security, storage, and our value into that market is to help those OEMs and ISVs deliver their applications to their end customer in whatever consumption model they need.
So you have a new initiative that has to do with the third evolution of your company, and you call it NEI 3.0, and I was hoping we could talk about that a little bit.
Sure. So NEI 1.0 was the original formation of the company Network Engines. 2.0 is post-acquisition of Alliance Systems in 2007. 3.0 is really taking and leveraging all of the work we've done, building out our infrastructure and ability to solve key business problems for our customers. So where in the past we had different solutions that were hardware-centric or software-centric, now we're really moving into a world where our customers, our OEMs and ISVs who are looking to serve their end customers no longer have the opportunity or want to spend valuable resources on some of those areas that we can solve for them, such as hardware solutions that are specific to their verticals, software and hardware integration, a variety of things that we can do that really allow our end customers, or our OEMs and ISVs, to focus on their end customer and deliver applications that their end customers demand, whether they be hosted, managed service, hardware appliance, whatever the model that they want to get to. We have a broad set of services we can deliver and allow them to cover a broader area of the market and offer a broader set of solutions.
So really you're playing in a space where you're allowing your customers to focus on their core competencies in serving their customers while you deal with the complexities having to do with either hosting or providing a managed service or dealing with updates, software updates, and all of the back-end sorts of, and you might call it the dirty work behind the scenes that needs to get done to keep things running smoothly.
Correct. Yeah, in the past, end users may have been concerned about how the software was updated, how it was delivered, a lot of these pieces that they're no longer concerned about. They're really more concerned about the business solution and that application. Although the problem doesn't go away for the OEM or ISV. They still have to worry about provisioning, updating, and all those devils in the detail that the end customer is not interested in. So they can't spend valuable resources solving those problems because that's not what their end customer is paying them for. They're paying for that differentiated value. So now they're looking for a partner such as NEI to solve those still key business problems, but not spend their valuable resources solving those problems.
Right, let them focus on areas which for them will provide value to customers and allow them to generate more revenue, and you can focus on your core competency, which is managing these systems and keeping them up and running.
Correct. And I think our approach with these specific verticals gives us a very replicatable service because many of these OEMs and ISVs have similar problems
Right.
and we're able to solve those multiple times.
Which is always great because a customer can come and purchase a solution which has been tested by, or at least parts of it have been tested by someone else to ensure that it's robust and working correctly.
Exactly.
So I was intrigued yesterday because you had a press release out about a new relationship with Dell, some Dell extensions into telecommunications and security, right?
Correct.
I was hoping that we could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I think that's a great example where a company such as Dell is looking to move into markets that they traditionally haven't served, and really came to us as a trusted partner and said, are there things that you could provide us in terms of services that could take our underlying platforms and Dell server technology, where what they do well is squeeze cost out of the supply chain, offer very high value, high quality server products and a global footprint and support, can you tune those and make those better serviceable to the telecom market? And so we went off and has spent a lot of engineering time developing and modifying those platforms in terms of their power, in terms of their NEB certification for the telco market. So very vertically specific areas, and that now allows them to go out and satisfy that customer demand without necessarily, again, taking valuable resources and worrying about something that is specific to the telecom market.
That's great. And I know that you're also working with Dell in another capacity via a relationship between some Dell server technology and some technology from GE as well. And you've got a combined product. I was hoping you could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we took it, I guess, a step further than just the underlying Dell server and brought that up to a security gateway type of solution. So we take the combination of the Dell underlying server technology, some GE Intelligent Platform packet processing. We combine that into an integrated server that has gone all the way through NEBS Level 3 certification. So now you can go out, Dell or GE or NEI can go out into the market and sell a turnkey security gateway for deep packet inspection, as an example, and it's ready to go. So if I'm an OEM or ISV and I've written an application that is going to do deep packet inspection, I can now leverage the best in class of Dell server GE packet processing and an integrated combined solution that now takes my time to market from probably 14 months down to literally weeks. And I can get to market faster. I don't have to spend all the time or the cost to get that solution out.
Great. So I'd say that the term cloud is as hot today as the term .com was a decade ago. So I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, what are you guys doing in the cloud right now?
So the cloud's an interesting space for us. We see it as really a tremendous opportunity. The definition gets a little cloudy because there's as many.
Pun intended?
Yeah, pun intended. There's a lot of definition out there, and so one of the things that we try to do is clarify what we talk about when we say the cloud. So again, our ISV and OEM partners are looking to add cloud strategies into their portfolio and deliverable to their customers. And our job is to take away some of those burdens that exist around perhaps the operating system, the drivers, complexity that may exist in the network. And so really, our cloud strategy is to enable our ISV and OEM customers to deliver cloud services.
Okay, that makes good sense. Now, you'd also talked to me about a cloud application, which I really thought was interesting in the medical space, right?
Yeah. It's an interesting approach to the cloud where we had a partner, an OEM customer, who's in the medical imaging space, and their core IP is around the images and storing of those images.
And that's intellectual property for those tech heads that aren't aware, right? As opposed to Internet Protocol.
Yes.
Thank you. Always have to define which IP we're talking about. I'm sorry. So their core IP, medical imaging.
Yeah. So their intellectual property is right there. And so HIPAA, which is the medical release standard that you cannot share medical information, yours or mine, out in the cloud, for example. But we have a lot of ISV OEM customers who want to take advantage of what I'll call non-core functions, such as email, backup, things of that nature. So they want to be able to offer those capabilities, but not necessarily burden their software, their licensing, and their hardware with the costs of those. So they create, and we help them create a gateway that enables, it's a cloud, I'll call cloud-enabled service. So they have cloud services that they can offer through this gateway, but still maintain the images in a controlled environment on a hardware platform. So we do all that integration and all the image and lockdown. So you have a controlled appliance that houses those images, but it has the cloud-enabled services for other, I'll call them non-core functions.
That's great. So final question, what's next for the company?
So what's next for us, I think, is more complex business problem solving. We see this convergence of the data management, storage, security, deep packet inspection, and telecom all coming together and really trying to solve more complex problems for their end customers. And their end customers are less interested, again, in some of the ways that those problems get solved. So the opportunity for us is to step in and solve those problems quickly and cost efficiently for those customers so they can spend their time working on their intellectual property that ultimately gives the value to their end customer.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the program. This is
Hey,
great.
thank you very much.